We now shift focus to Sudan, where the nation's de facto leader has signalled he is ready to work with Donald Trump in an attempt to end a catastrophic civil war that has led to the world's worst humanitarian crisis. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan's foreign ministry released a statement after the army chief visited Riyadh to meet Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Burhan affirmed Sudan's keenness to work with President Trump, his Secretary of State, and his envoy for peace in Sudan to achieve this unquestionably noble goal.
And this willingness to cooperate with the US comes at a significant time. International peace efforts led by mediators from the US, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and the United Arab Emirates had reached a standstill. Burhan had rejected the latest ceasefire proposal, calling it the worst yet. He accused the Quad mediators of taking sides, pointing to the UAE, who are accused of arming and supporting the paramilitary rapid support forces who have been in conflict with Burhan's army since April 2023, claims that Abu Dhabi denies. This conflict has seen tens of thousands killed. Around 12 million people have been displaced. Accusations of war crimes have been tabled against both sides, with extreme hunger leading to famine, impacting around 25 million civilians. Fighting has intensified in recent weeks, with the RSF capturing key territory, including the former army stronghold of al-Fasher. The UN Human Rights Office say that since December the 4th, more than 100 civilians, including 43 children, have been killed in drone strikes in Sudan's Kordofan region. The RSF have expanded their military efforts, raising international concern over the humanitarian situation on the ground. Shifting back to peace efforts, the RSF, led by General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, have publicly agreed to previous Quad proposals. The paramilitary leader had announced a 3-month truce last month.
In response to international efforts, including the initiative of US President Donald Trump and the Quad mediators and the African Union and Intergovernmental Authority on Development, we are announcing a humanitarian truce providing for a cessation of hostilities for 3 months.
But what followed almost immediately were further RSF assaults in the Kordofan region. And Trump's own African envoy reiterated that no deal had been signed by either warring faction.
We have appealed and we have asked repeatedly the two parties to accept this humanitarian truce as presented without any preconditions.
And Trump himself has publicly signalled his intentions to end this devastating conflict in Sudan, with US mediation to some degree bringing progress towards ending ongoing conflicts in the continent. But what's key here is Burhan's position. The Sudanese leader has consistently vowed to continue fighting, ruling out compromise with the rapid support forces. The prospect of direct cooperation with the United States could signal a shift as Burhan's forces face growing paramilitary pressure. But it still remains to be seen if lasting peace can be achieved, bringing with it potential relief to tens of millions of people devastated by war and a humanitarian disaster.
I was born into privilege, but I sold myself as the voice of the poor. I led a revolution in the mountains and marched into Havana as a hero. I promised freedom, equality, dignity. What I built was a one-party state. I survived invasions, embargoes, and enemies, but my people survived shortages in silence. Some called me El Comandante. History calls me something else, a dictator. Who am I?